Mark Zuckerberg has amassed over $50 billion. Now, the median salary in America averages out to about $8.65 an hour. That means for the average American, you'd have to work over 6 billion hours to make that kind of money. That's just over 300,000 years if you're doing a 40-hour work week and not taking any vacations. How the hell did Mark Zuckerberg accumulate that much money when using the Facebook is free? What's he selling? What's he selling? He's selling you. He's selling your children. He's selling your memories. He's selling your life, your precious moments. He's selling your information, your data. Now, why is data so valuable to these human traders, you ask? Because technocrats like Mark Zuckerberg are able to sell your data to people who will turn around and use that information to manipulate you for financial gain and political gain. They draw conclusions about you by using algorithms to analyze the patterns in your life. It's a granular version of the way they use to divide us up in the macro. You know the old surface tropes, race, sex, religion, age, that kind of thing. They see humans as all being the same kind of different. Gene Pocket in the Human Party knows that all humans are all a different kind of same. Now, unfortunately, this strategy of analyzing patterns in humanity and exploiting the data to manipulate the lives of users of Zuckerberg's Facebook is chillingly effective. To prove it, there are credible allegations that the Facebook played a sizable role in the genocide of the Rohingya in Myanmar. Bad actors were able to manipulate the platform to amplify their sinister message of destruction. Mark Zuckerberg and his cronies at the Facebook, they did nothing to stop it. I mean, what's a little genocide when there's money to be made? It's disgusting. Genocide really crosses the line. Gene Pocket and the Human Party are adamantly opposed to genocide of any kind. We're opposed to the murder of any human being, even if the murderer is a Nobel Prize winner. Now, you'd think that Mark Zuckerberg would be mortified by the allegation. He's accused of fueling a genocide. You'd think that he'd work tirelessly to correct the problems in the anti-social media platform that he created. Now, instead of remorse, he said in a statement this year that he plans to spend 2019 convincing people that the Facebook is a force for good. He's going on a PR campaign while his company is implicated in the murder of millions of human beings, a genocide. Now, maybe this is the first time you're hearing about the humanitarian crisis happening in Myanmar. Oh, you mean the Facebook didn't tell you about it? How strange. The algorithms are covering their tracks, my human friends, and Mark Zuckerberg is helping them do it. Here's another story about the Facebook the algorithm tried to hide that was published last week. Here's the headline. I'm going to read the headline to you now. Facebook knowingly duped game-playing kids and their parents out of money. The article describes the despicable practices at Zuckerberg's website. Basically, they tricked kids into using their parents' credit cards to make in-game purchases. Facebook calls this friendly fraud. Friendly fraud? Such an unnatural phrase of deception divorced from humanity that perfectly encapsulates the Facebook's ethos. Now, employees at the company even referred to these kids using their parents' credit cards as whales. The same way casinos refer to big spenders they're going to get all their money from. The Facebook made tens of millions of dollars this way. But hang on, Gene, you're saying. Can't these parents just contact their credit card company and report it as a fraudulent purchase and get their money returned? Well, the article explains that this is called a chargeback, and only 9% of parents victimized by friendly fraud on the Facebook were able to get their money back. 9% seems like a small amount until you find out that the average chargeback rate for a business is around 0.5%. 0.5%. The Department of Justice said in an unrelated case that a chargeback rate of 2% was a red flag, indicative of, quote, deceptive business practices. With the Facebook, it was 9%. The Facebook knew all about the problem. Game developers knew all about the problem. The Facebook's internal memos from 2011 show that they were aware that most parents didn't even know their credit card information was being stored by Zuckerberg, and that most kids weren't even aware they were spending real money. I mean, employees at the Facebook, they took a few steps to fix friendly fraud, but when executives realized how much they would lose, how much money they were going to be losing, they quashed any fixes. Money mattered more to them than the well-being of their fellow human beings. Our fellow human beings. When you put money over people, when you put aside your humanity and you lose your right to be treated as a human. Now, a report also came out this week that estimates that as many as half of Facebook profiles are fake. Fake Facebook profiles. My human friends out there know exactly what that means. It means bots, machines, and artificial intelligences. Now, in some ways, I think we can look at this as another bit of good news. It means that only half as many people as we thought have been compromised by the Facebook. On the other hand, it means that the chances of our human friends out there encountering bots that are trying to manipulate them has just doubled. It means Facebook is awash in these ghoulish digital creatures whose only purpose is to exploit human emotion. Mark Zuckerberg is helping them do it. You're helping them do it if you're handing over accurate data about your life.